And here we are at the Jeddah Grand Prix, baby. 5 lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. What a jump for Lewis Hamilton. No, sorry, that was George Russell. He got off the line so quickly. Down into turn 1, the Red Bulls. Oh, there's a little bit of a, was it a crash there? I don't know what happened into turn 1. Hopefully we don't have any damage. George Russell, well, our aerodynamics are looking fine. No damage anywhere. It was just a bottleneck right there. So 6th place for Lewis Hamilton, 7th place for George Russell. He drops back a position to his teammate right out the gate. We started on the medium tires. What do we got on front of us? Sergio Perez, one of the Red Bulls, on the medium tire. Everyone else on the soft. So me and the Twitch engineers right here, we decided that to start this race on the medium tires and hope and pray for an eventual safety car or virtual safety car. That way we can slap on those fresh boots, those fresh soft tires at the end of the race. So right now we're going to try to push like hell to remain with the soft tire runners, all right? Good news, in qualifying, freaking Lance Stroll sent it into the wall. So one of the cars that we would be competing with are on soft tires at the back, running plumb last, baby. Get out of here, Lance. All right, so George, we are not going to fight our teammate, all right? We are not going to defend, and we are not going to have any aggression for overtakes. Lewis, same thing with you, my man, all right? All we want to do right now is focus on staying on the tail of these soft tire runners. Now, let's take a look at Sergio Perez. He's actually putting in some pretty good lap times here against his rival, Max Verstappen, and yes, Sergio Perez is the championship leader right now, so he's all in. He's all in. He helped Max win his 2 championships. He's all in right now. So we're still using our tires. We're still using our fuel. We're still using our deploy. In fact, I could probably... Oh, Lewis! Lewis, my man, relax. I can probably bring back the deploy a little bit here. Let's just top up as we are making a push at Lewis Hamilton. And once again, because we're the 4th best team, the midfield starts after us. And unless the Haas or the Alpine have got some extra car parts, we should be able to comfortably stay ahead of them. But let's stay on board and make sure that I stay within DRS range here and keep deploying when we absolutely need to. So the tire temps are going to get out of control. It's a hot night here in Jeddah. We are in the Middle East. That's why we have to be racing at night. That Middle East sun in the top of the sky would never fly. The cars would blow up. The track temperature is 39.4 degrees Celsius. It is 27 degrees Celsius out here in the middle of the night. Could you imagine how hot these drivers are right now? So let's go back to deploy as we're getting to the end of lap number 2. DRS should kick in, but unlike Bahrain, there's not a DRS detection point until sector 2 in lap number 3. So we have to push, and we got to push right now. Come on, George. Come on, buddy. Lewis, 8/10 behind Carlos Sainz. This is the key moment. Can we stay with them? I'm giving you everything. If you fall out, you fall out, but I'm giving you everything. Go, 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 go. It's going to be hard, man. It's going to be hard to stay. You can see our battery. It's at 23% in the bottom right, 6/10 behind. I might be able to go back to neutral right now and stay with them, but we're not going to get DRS until, like I said, sector 2. So it is ways away right now. Can we stay within 1 second of Carlos Sainz? We are 6/10 behind him. Don't lose 4/10, Lewis. Come on. Show me that experience, that 7-time world champion experience. I think he's doing all right. So I'm thinking that the soft tire runners, they might be overheating their tires real quickly, right? So look at that. They're already down to 90%. On a track like this, that it's this hot, they might have to already be conserving while, I mean, we're making up time here. This is great, Lewis. All right, Lewis. So you've done your job, my man. Let's bring those tires back under control. How are you doing? Yeah, you're doing all right. And we have cleared Kevin Magnussen. So again, until the 4th race of the year, this is going to be our strategy. If we can finish in 6th and 7th, it's a good race. Anything higher than that, it's great. We move on up. But here's the DRS now. So there's the DRS clicking in for Carlos Sainz. Fernando Alonso also has it, and Charles Leclerc is out of DRS range of the 2 Red Bulls. So Leclerc is the pace setter for us right now. Makes sense. Fighting the Red Bulls at this point of the season is just going to be an impossibility. But the the Ferraris and the Aston Martin, those are our rivals. We can absolutely take it to them. All right, so we're trying to get our tires back under control here. You can see the little arrow here, if I can bring this up. Can you see the little arrow beside your temperature? See how it says 125 degrees Celsius in red? See the little arrow that's pointing to the left? Basically, that's trending downwards in temperature. So you know, all you need to do is put a little bit of a cool run through a tire, and then you can begin to push again, but the temperature will still begin to drop, right? Now, it will go back up eventually, but by not pushing, it is coming back down. So even though we're overheating right now, I don't need to go crazy and put it into conserve. We do want to stay in DRS range. And in fact, it looks like Carlos Sainz has been dropped by Fernando. Interesting. Carlos Sainz, though, he is clearly, yeah, look at his tire wear. It's at 85% compared to Alonso's 84. So I think Alonso and Leclerc are really pushing, where Sainz might be conserving a little bit more. There you go. We are out. We got to push. We got to push. Let's go. We got to push. We got to push to stay in DRS range. Now, the good news is that Carlos Sainz... Oh, no, he's got it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They might pull away here. Go, Lewis! Does Carlos Sainz have DRS? Hopefully not. Don't you dare open your rear wing. Don't you dare open that rear wing. He didn't open it. All right, so Carlos Sainz does not have DRS, meaning that Lewis should be making up ground on him. But now we're seeing the difference in speed between the medium tire and the soft tire, right? Just don't have much more energy to put into this. I just might have to just race our race. I cannot stay with them. I have one more boost here. I have one more boost of battery, and then I just got to chill. Good luck. This is going to burn all of our battery right here. It's going to burn all of our battery right here. Go, 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 go. Oh, my God. We're down to 0. I have to start to top up again. All right, so I think he's a second off the lead. I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, I'll give you neutral. We're going to get a little bit of a charge right here. Can we stick with him? 8/10 behind. We're going to go ×2 with the speed. You got to stay with him, Lewis. You got to stay with him. You have no battery to use. I can't deploy anymore. You get battery back when you brake, but if you're at 0, you're going to hit 0 at some point again in this track. We're going to hit 0 on that back straight again. Now, if we have DRS, it's not that big of a deal. But, oh, there, I think we made it. I think we made it. Good job, Lewis. Good job, my man. Top up. Top it up, boys. Top it up. Get that energy back. All right, go back to standard, go back to standard. Whew, and you see the arrow now, it's trending upwards, so our tires are even going to get hotter right now. We got back to DRS. I don't have much left of resources to use, though. I do not have much less, or much left. Much less? It's one of those days, boys. I was drinking beers last night. Commentary's a little sus, but we'll do our best. So I think every time they decide to push, I'm in trouble. But then when they go back to conserving, I think they're conserving far more than I am. I think they're going back to conserve, like this purple one, right? So we're staying with them. And this is where the medium tire strategy is playing out perfectly for us. Think about it. The soft tires are at their fastest at the beginning of the stint. That should give you the advantage you need to pull away. If you haven't pulled away and I'm sticking with you, then all of a sudden, you didn't have an advantage with those soft tires. In fact, you're only giving us speed on our medium tires, right? So things are looking real good. Fuel, I see fuel, don't worry. I learned from Fernando Alonso, you worry about fuel at the last stint. You don't worry about fuel in the first stint. All right, fuel conservation comes later when you know track position and all that good stuff. Right now, we have to push. All right, I'm going back to neutral. We got to stay here, Lewis. We got to stay here, buddy. Push again. Push again. I'm not falling out of this. He's got DRS, so he's going to pull away every time as well. We can't... It's not that we have to drive faster than Carlos Sainz. We have to drive faster than Charles Leclerc, who is 3 cars ahead. He's the pace setter, but he doesn't have any DRS. All right. Looking good. Looking good. Let's bring those tires back down again. And you know what? I'm not going to conserve any battery. We're going to use our battery right now. I will start to conserve some fuel, though. I usually like to go down to 1 kilogram of fuel under and then start to bring it back. There's also the idea that because we're using more fuel, our car is lighter, right? So instead of saving fuel and having an over-fueled car that's heavier than it should be, driving a little bit slower, I don't know how much it changes, but getting your car a little bit light and really spending all that fuel in the first stint, I think strategy-wise it works out for you. John, are you on softs right now? No, we are both on mediums, and we're having a great race on mediums. The fact that we're able to stay with the soft tire runners, and it's only going to get worse for them, right? Because their tires are going to wear out while we can conserve ours. And I still don't know what we want to do. So the expected strategy was a one-stop, basically soft to hards or medium to hards, right? I don't think soft to mediums are going to work. But if we can extend this tire stint and maybe take an aggressive approach, if everyone else is on hard tires and we have 2 sets of softs, soft to soft, with 1 pit stop that only takes 20 seconds to get it done. It's not a long pit stop here in Jeddah. That could be good. Look at our pace. All right, Lewis, bring it back down. You can just top up everything. Whoa, 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 what's happening here? George, my man, let's go. Oh, no. George might have fallen out of it because Lewis is getting pulled ahead now. There's nothing I can do. I can try to slow down with Lewis yeah, slow down with Lewis. Slow down with Lewis. Try to get George back in this. George, come on, my man. I need you to take these corners quick. Ah, shit. Come on, George. Come on, George. Push. Push, George! Shit. That's not good. George might have been dropped off, ladies and gentlemen. 1.1. Problem is Lewis is getting the DRS, so he's getting pulled ahead. Come on, George. Come on, George. Can you go? Do I have enough battery? I have enough battery now, which is good. Okay, so I got George back, but now I got to push with Lewis to get back in the DRS. It's a battle, ladies and gentlemen. It is a battle keeping this car within range of the Ferraris and the Aston. I think they're pushing again. That's why. I think they're pushing. They got some cold air. They got some cold runs into those tires, and now they're pushing again. Go, Lewis. Go, my man. You need to push. George is barely hanging on. There you go, Lewis. All right. You're good. Lewis, you're good there. You're good in 9/10 back, and now we got to pull George in. Come on, George. Come on. I'm not pushing with Lewis. Lewis, you can really slow down now. You're 8/10. Slow down. Slow it down. You're 7/10 back. Slow it down for George. Slow it down for George. Come on, George! I need you, my man. I think that was the DRS detection point, and I wasn't there. Come on, let it click. Let it click in. DRS, click in. DRS, click in. I need you to click. Lewis got... Yes, George got the DRS! We're in business! We're in business! Push, push, push. Go, George, go. Keep pushing, my man. Lewis, you're 9/10 back. You gotta push, buddy. You gotta push. Just drop Russell. Let them burn their tires. Hell no! This is speed. I'm not giving up this extra speed from the DRS zone. I'm taking it. I'm not GM Superb, man. I'm TP Superb, man. I make the right moves. Woo! We got there. All right, we can take a little bit of a breather right here. Nice job, George. And good job, Lewis, getting your teammate back on the train. Woo! All right, we did good. We did good. Esteban Ocon, yeah, see? I wanted to get rid of that midfield crap. These guys are pulling me ahead. It works out perfectly. George, bring those tires down, my man. Oh, my God, he's burning. All right, Lewis. So what I want to do here with Lewis, I want to just charge it up. This way, he brings George closer. So George will be driving faster than Lewis, and as long as I'm within 5/10 of the guys ahead, I don't need to panic. There's plenty of DRS track. There's plenty of DRS on this track. I think there's 3. One right here. Bang. There you go. George is back there. Another DRS detection point right there. Here's the back straight. Boom. DRS. And then the start-finish straight. Right here. All right, we're getting some good laps in. Getting some good laps in. And hell yeah, man. Lewis is charging everything. He's gonna be great. He's gonna be great. Yes, George. George, fucking almost crashed into Lewis there. I can't have that. All right. So you guys are doing great. Just drive the way. Okay, no. He's starting to push again. He's starting to push. I can feel it. Yep. I can see it. No, get back here. Get back here right now. Get back here right now. They're pushing 9/10. Almost got out ahead. Almost got out ahead there. Sorry, but I have some resources that I can manage. All right. So George's tires are getting back to the right temperature for max performance and the least amount of degradation, which is good. And again, those soft tires, once they drop, we're going to have an advantage. Eventually, we should have the speed advantage based on the tire. Now they have the faster cars. There's nothing that we can do about that. But the tire advantage is going to be coming back around towards us. In fact, what's happening here at the front? Sergio Perez on the medium tire, still taking it to max. So what I've seen so far is that the soft tire doesn't really have much of a kick against the medium. You know what I mean? Like, the mediums are doing just fine here. Interesting. That kind of makes me worried about the two-stop at the the two-stop strategy that we were thinking of, right? Push again, Lewis. Let's go, buddy. Push again. Everyone push. Everyone push. Stay right with them. Sainz is conserving pretty well. Oh, yeah. Well, Sainz is the smooth operator. I think his smoothness rating is really good. So, yeah, the fact that Sainz is at 68% to these guys at 62%, he's naturally going to be faster than them, which is real good news for him. And he can go longer with it. There's so many different options when you can save your tires or save your fuel, you know? But speed is key for us. And if we drop out of the DRS range, the time that it would take to make that ground back up, it's now you're at the point where you just want to settle for where you are on the track, you know? So, we need to stay with them on the first stint. If we want any chance, we need to stay with them. So I'm going to go back into conserve battery and conserve fuel. Fuck, man, we use so much of George's battery. He's got nothing. All right, just try to save as much as you can. Neutral, neutral. Same thing with you now. Neutral, neutral. What's the interval? 9, 10. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. Man, the second we start to slow down, like, they just pull away, man. They really do. I'm struggling to stay with them. I don't know what it is. It's like a DRS train. Like, there's always a new fresh car pulling out ahead, you know what I mean? It's tough to stay with these guys. They're clearly faster. Yeah, I'm struggling right here. I might even just want to, at this point, take it easy. And start, yeah, like, George's is a second behind. Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of micromanaging. George still has it. Come on, George. Let's go, buddy. You got to push into this corner. All right, so Lewis not using his battery. Alonso leading the pack now. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. They keep on switching. So, like, one guy's conserving, and the next guy pushes, so then he pulls the pack ahead. Like, I don't think they're conserving at the same time, so that's why we're seeing some shenanigans here. Neutral, neutral. I am getting in trouble with my fuel with George, because I'm not in a position where I can just conserve for a few laps. All right, so let me try to conserve fuel by itself, and let me leave the tires and the battery to push. All right, let's see if we can get the fuel under control first. Because when you take away two things at once, you really feel it. All right, so I'm just going to do it in ×2 speed here. We're almost getting to the end of the first stint. If soft tire runners are probably trying to get to lap 20, or maybe lap 18, then switch to the hard tires, 19 maybe. And the medium guys are probably going to lap 23, 24, 25, then switching to the hard tires, right? Should be interesting, though, if a soft tire runner switches to the mediums. I don't know that that will happen. All right, so this is good pace right here. We are saving our fuel, and we are sticking with the train. Here, let's just keep it going. 9/10 back. All right, so the second we get 9/10 back, let's start to push again. Lewis, 8/10 back. Yeah, we're good. I'm just keeping an eye on the delta times on the left side. 7/10, 8.5, 9, 9, 9. Hell no, no, that's danger close. Start pushing, Lewis. Immediately start pushing. There you go. And a little bit of a push just to get back in DRS range, and then back into conserving. And I think that's why they were able to take off in the first race, was they naturally have the faster car. So once I get out of DRS range and you split the strategies, like, that's when the car performance, I just can't keep up with them anymore. But the fact is, I'm staying with them very nicely right here. Carlos Sainz back into conservation mode. Yeah, he's definitely conserving. He's actually he's a second behind here. Alonso and Leclerc. Now, all right, let me ask some of the Twitch engineers right here. Boys in Twitch, what do you guys think we should do? If Sainz is a second, should we overtake him and try to catch Alonso and Leclerc? Or should we just stay on Sainz and just try to overtake for 5th? Because if he's behind, you know, like, as long as he's within DRS range, I'm fine. But if he falls out, do we want to let the other two go? Sainz will catch up. Johnny burning all of his fuel on mediums. Yeah, exactly. Burn the fuel on the worst tire so I can stay. The softs will do fine. I think you'll do your overtaking later, 5th. All right, we don't want those two cars to get ahead. Although you are correct about Sainz having fresher tires. He might just naturally catch up to them. So I don't need to panic. In fact, what I could do in this situation, because he doesn't have DRS, keeping up with Sainz should be a lot easier now, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. All right, Twitch engineers, I hear you. We're still good. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it all down. Let's bring it all down. Get a horrible launch off this corner, but if Sainz is not... Oh, he got within a second. He got within a second. Sainz is pushing now. No, go, go, go. I can tell he's pushing. I can tell he's utilizing his battery. Go, 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 go. I can tell. Look at him take off on the corner. I can tell he's using his battery. There you go. Push, Lewis, push. All right, so this has been a very successful first stint. We have a 13-second gap to Ocon. If we were to go into the pits right now, we would come out in 12th position. Now, it's a one-stop. It doesn't really matter where we come out because, again, catching the DRS from the Ferrari and the Aston Martin might be a pain in the ass. We need some shenanigans to happen if we are going to make it into 4th or 5th or 3rd or anything like that. This is our pace right now. There is no hiding it. There's no getting around it. We have pulled our way away from the midfield. But if we're going to do a two-stop, I want to make sure I don't have to overtake so many drivers. Now, Lance Stroll's up into 12th. See, I don't want to get stuck behind these medium runners. Hulkenberg behind Magnussen, they're going to be a DRS train. Then Gasly and Ocon, they're going to be I don't want to get stuck behind medium runners. So that's why we started on the mediums, because we're going to be able to go longer, maybe get that gap, and if we do decide to go to the two-stop, we can just have raw pace on the two-stop and not have our cars get blocked by anyone in the midfield, right? So I still don't know if we want to do the two-stop or not. We're waiting. We're waiting to see. Interval. All right, let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. Just didn't mean to click that. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down.
Just charge the pack.
Charge it up. You need to wait until Stroll goes into the pits? Yes and no. I'm not really worried about Stroll. He's so far back, if I have a two-stop and he does a one-stop, we might have to deal with Lance Stroll later in the race. But we should have fresh soft tires against his used hards. And I don't think, as long as there's not a DRS train, I'm fine. It's just when there are two drivers that you have to try to get by, and they're DRS pulling each other around, that's when it can be a real pain. And the point is, if we're going to do a two-stop, I can't have us slowing down because we're caught in traffic, right? That's just not going to work. All right, so just keep it going. The signs move up. Signs moving up. Signs is moving up in that pack right there. Yeah, we've done a great job. Our fuel's back under control. Our tires are in a good spot. Tire temps. Our battery could be better, but, it's not horrible. In fact, I can start just topping up the battery right now. And top it up for you as well. What do you... Oh, he's a second behind. Hang on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow it down. Slow it down. Let's go. Let's go. Deploy. Let's go. After the pit stop, then I will race my own race with batteries. But right now, the strategy needs to be stay on the DRS train. All right, harvest, conserve, allow George Russell to catch you. Man, George is falling off. His tires are also 5% worse than Lewis Hamilton's. I've spent a lot of this first stint with George Russell pushing, man, just to stay relevant. We're stuck. We're stuck with George now. Lewis, you got to back off and get George back in this, my man. Lewis, you got 3/10 to work with. All right, 3/10 and you fall out of range from Fernando. So you got to go back about a tenth or two. Let George get there. It is. There it is. Boom, boom, boom. George, boom, boom. All right, George is there. We're 7/10 back. I think we'll be all right. Let's start using some fuel. We can catch up to George Russell. He's at 0.9 kilograms. We have 4 or 0.4 to use with Lewis, so let's use it right now. Remain on the tail of that Aston Martin. All right. Yep, looking good. Still in the DRS range, still getting faster lap times than normal. And still pulling away from the Alpines and the Haas. So things are looking good. We're coming up to the pit stops, though. Yeah, everyone's at 40. We're coming up to the pit stops. So this should be interesting. What's going to happen here? Where do the guys get out? And are they stuck behind other cars? This is going to be very interesting. And once these guys pit, I can just burn the hell out of the rest of the tires. Unless we want to go... I'll have to decide. I'll have to decide when I see it. If these guys come out behind traffic, maybe we want to do a one-stop. I don't know yet. All right, save some fuel again. How are you doing back here, George? George, push. All right, so neutral, neutral. We're good over here with Lewis. In fact, we can really save some with Lewis here. Seems like they're holding back as well. George, just standard. Stay with Lewis. One stop would be interesting. On-track battle to the end between these two guys. Our two drivers. I'm not having them battle for points like this. Team orders, baby. Team orders all the way. Who the hell? Sainz pulled away, didn't he? Gee, so look what Carlos Sainz did. He conserved his tires. Oh, he's going into the pits, though. Sainz into the pit. Sainz into the pit. All right, now it's kicking off. Now it has kicked off, ladies and gentlemen. What is going to happen here? All right, George, you're doing good. So Carlos Sainz into the pit. Good pit stop by Ferrari. He's on the medium tires, so... Whoa! He is going soft to medium. Those mediums are going to be beat to crap by the end of this race. Or maybe he's doing a two-stop. He went soft to medium. Interesting. And who's he behind? Nothing. He's got clear road on front. Man, what a pit stop by Carlos Sainz. Great. And he just got out ahead of the... Okay, so we don't want to play around with that. Carlos Sainz, one little mistake, he would have been caught behind the Alpine. But that's 30 laps on medium tires. So put that in perspective. We've gone 20 laps on our medium tires, and they're already down to 55.49. Now, we've been pushing, but he's got to go, I don't know, man. I think a two-stop would beat Carlos Sainz because he's going to have to conserve those mediums, right? I think a two-stop would absolutely beat Carlos Sainz. Split the strategy between your boys to hedge? Yeah, I might want to do that as well. That's a good point, my man. That's a good point. I think we want to just kind of let this race unfold, though, right now. Like, we're still into resource management. Yeah. Save everything. Top up, save everything.
Yeah, we just need to make sure
And
that,
same thing with you. If I can get this just for the pit stops, right? So, Sainz is officially gone. If we wanted to pit, we'd have to catch him. If we wanted to catch his DRS, we'd have to pit right now. I'm not doing that. I'd like to stay out because I don't want to get stuck behind Ocon or anything like that. And it was close, man. I got to give myself a bit of a gap just in case things go wrong. And if a safety car, virtual safety car comes here, we have an automatic pass of Carlos Sainz. So, yeah, this was our strategy. Start on the mediums and play the long game. Hope for a safety car, virtual safety car. There's no way through multiple stints you'll stay with their DRS. They're going to take off on you eventually. It's just the way it is. So don't even try. Lewis Hamilton, now we can fully save the battery. Let's go, George. I think I might start pushing with George. George's tires are getting run down, man. A few more laps and we should have Ocon covered off. So that's good. 6/10 behind. Come on. I gotta get a slow exit on this corner. There you go. Just harvest a little bit with Lewis, and George can catch right back up. There you go, George. Save it. Save it all. Save it all, my man. Save it all. All right, so Lewis is pulling George Russell around right now. We also have much fresher tires than the guys who are on the softs, but here's where it should get interesting. All right, so I'm going to go medium, medium. All right, so what are the Aston Martin and the Ferrari going to dive into the pits right here? They should, right? I mean, if Ferrari brought one in, there they go. It's not going to be Charles Leclerc, but Fernando Alonso into the pits, so we get one more lap at DRS. That's always good for us. Neutral and neutral and neutral. Alonso into the pits. Let's see what kind of problems. Any problems? Problem. Medium. Oh! Aston, what happened? Oh, it's painful. Oh, it's so painful. Oh, my God. It's so painful, dude. What happened? Bye. The Aston Martin have had a weekend to forget here. Karun Shandlock, what happened? Oh, the right rear. They couldn't get the wheel locked into place. Oh, you hate to be that guy right now. Oh, my God. He just wants to hide. Thank God he's got a helmet on. Doesn't have to look anyone in the eyes. Brutal. Brutal, man. Absolutely. Fernando's going to be on the radio. Pissed, dude. He is not happy. I can tell you that. All right. So, one stop, right? One stop. I mean, they already fucked up their race, but then again, I'll have a bit of a gap. So how long do the soft tires last? Tire history. Soft tires last 20 laps. So if I go 15-15, I'm already there. Let's burn them. Let's burn. Let's burn. Let's burn. Let's burn. Let's burn everything, all right? Burn these tires, conserve battery, conserve fuel, go for it. We're doing a two-stop. I got the driver lineup to go for an aggressive two-stop. Let's go. Let's go now. Lewis, push. Push now. All right, force Charles Leclerc into the pits. We're using the rest of this medium tire. I think I'm doing aggressive two-stop. I'm so confused, but I'm entertained. Kratos happy. Trust me, I know. I'm doing my best. I will have you guys loving Formula 1 eventually. Just like I do. Come on, DRS detection point. Stop early. There you go, Lewis. No, Lewis, that was... Oh, you gave the DRS to Charles. Charles, the wildly young driver. He knew exactly where the DRS detection point was. But he's into the pits. Good, get out of my way. Get out of my way. Max into the pits. Didn't look like there was any problems there for Max Verstappen, who also comes out on the mediums. All right, we're doing an aggressive two-stop because all of their medium tires are going to be worn to shit. I'm doing it. I'm doing an aggressive two-stop. Aggressive two-stop. We're going to have some fun in this video. So push, boys. Push now. So basically, what this is going to do to us is, remember the three cars that were ahead of us? The Aston Martin, the two Ferraris? They're going to be way ahead of us now because they did the undercut, right? But I'm going to have a soft tire that is going to be faster than their medium tires. Now, will we make up time on them? I don't know. I'm hoping that we can just stay put with them. But then we're going to pit again. And we're going to try to make up 20 seconds on a brand new, fresh set of softs compared to their worn-down mediums that they're milking try to get to the end. We're also going to have a full battery, and we're going to have plenty of fuel to use, all right? So just do your thing right now. Red flag right now? Oh my God, if a red flag happened right now, that would be great. Yes, that would be nice. All right, so neutral for Lewis. I don't need to save any more battery. You're going to continue to save. All right, so George is doing his thing. Let's get on board here with Sergio Perez, who's leading the race on the medium tires. He's at 46%. Now, the medium runners, or sorry, the guys who started on the softs, they went to medium. Are we going to see the medium runners go to a one-stop soft? Is that Perez now? So is Perez, I mean, the softs on the other cars got 22 laps. So is Perez trying to get to lap, what, 28 with the mediums and then switch to the softs? Interesting. Very interesting. All right, so George, I think those tires are done. If I were to pit George, he'd come out in 10th. Now, let me see where 10th is. And what's around 10th. So he'd be out behind Alonso ahead of Albon. Yeah, that's perfect. That's a nice gap. Alonso, then you have Hulkenberg you got to get over. And I kind of want to wait until those days. I can't wait, though. We can go one more lap with George. One more lap with George, one more lap with George. One more lap with George. I do want to get the two softs out there, but I don't want to be behind cars. And if I can give them one more lap to pull out a gap or allow Alonso to separate a gap in there for me by racing them, I want to break up that DRS, right? All right. This guy is just harvesting batteries so he can sell it overpriced in the energy crisis. What was this, Frederick? What kind of comment? Jesus. Burn a little bit more fuel with Lewis. Oh, don't worry, don't worry. I'm feeling this position right now. It's not a hard track to overtake on. It's just I don't want to run into a DRS train. And also, by staying out longer, we're taking the chance at the safety car or virtual safety car. But this is not going to be a straightforward race. We're going to have some fun. All right? Trust me, we're going to have some fun in this one. All right, so Lewis, yeah, you're right, though. I can start just pushing Lewis all the way to the end. George, let's push you all the way to the end. One more lap with George. Where do I come out? I come out in 10th still. Last lap. George did a 34.2. 10th place did a 34.9. Yeah, I got to do one more. We're driving faster than those guys who are still on the old mediums because I'm pushing. George, one more lap, buddy. Good luck. Don't crash it. Don't crash. I know you got shit tires. I know I'm telling you to push. Go, buddy. Go. Go. Why are you conserving so early? Because when I come out of the pits, I want to have the ability to overtake. I don't want to get stuck behind someone. So I'm trying to push the tires to get the most time out of them, while at the same time conserving some fuel and some battery. As long as I'm putting in faster laps than the guys in 10th and 11th and 12th, we're fine, right? Alonso is the guy that we're not going to catch, but Ocon and Gasly, there you go, Ocon fighting Fernando. I want Ocon and Gasly to go into the pits, but they're still at 45. That's plenty. So Max Verstappen is just overtaken George Russell. That's fine. Now it's time that we go into the pits. Get George's battery full. Yeah, but I'm trying to put in good lap time so that we come out ahead of the Alpines. All right, so I'm trying to come out. I'm trying to come out ahead of Pierre Gasly. Will it happen? I don't know, but we got to go into the pits here. So now here's an interesting question. I'm going to put on our used pair of soft tires, all right? Now, the full pair can go 35 laps, but realistically, I always cut that in half for competitive. 35 laps if you conserve. So more than likely, these can go like, what? Like 18 laps, 17 laps? That's not going to get us to the end. So we are going to two-stop this. I don't want to conserve. So I'm going to go on the worn-out softs. That way, if a safety car comes, boom, I can put out the new ones immediately, and they'll have some life in them, all right? So, and we will still be faster than all the people on the used mediums with 94% soft tires. So that's what we're going to do with George. All right.
Box.
You can push almost 100% with two stops. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to push the hell out of this next stint. It's the last stint that we'll conserve. All right, so George into the pits. Lewis, we're going to do one more lap, my man. And then we're going to bring your Lewis in and the exact same strat. All right, so Lewis is out ahead. Go for it, Lewis. No mess-ups, please. The pit gods
Box.
deliver. 2.8. All right. It could be better, but at least I'd rather a slow pit stop than a pit stop that there's a mistake and it goes into 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds, like Fernando Alonso did, right? Now, Alonso had that pit mistake, but he's still going to be ahead of us because of that huge undercut. But he's already at 87% mediums. Russell gets ahead of Pierre Gasly. Let's go. All right, so Russell, we clear Gasly and Hulkenberg with that. Those two go, we cleared them cleanly. So now, look at that, 93% soft on a field full of medium tires. Now we want to push, get these tires up to as quick as possible. Get the tires up to temperature as quick as possible, and go, 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 go. So passing Ocon will not be an issue. He's by himself, and he's not in a DRS range. Alonso's dropping him off. It's fine. Oh, God. Here comes Max Verstappen on Lewis Hamilton. Relax, Max. I'm going into the pits this lap. Just chill, buddy. Just chill. Come on, George. Push, my man. Get those tires up there. All right, so I can go back to neutral now. I can go back to, yeah, we're going to try to get by. We're going to try to get by. So, aggression overtake, high, good luck. Lewis, into the pits, deploy. Oh, my God. You just couldn't wait, could you, Max? Good God. Max Verstappen gets the overtake done. What a prick. Go for it, George. Go for it, my man. George with a purple second sector. George putting in some fast lap times right now, let me tell you. Go for it, George. Get the move done on Esteban Ocon. Lewis Hamilton into the pits. 2.7, no problems, no problems. Get it done, George, with the power of the DRS. Esteban Ocon, he's on older tires. George Russell around the outside. Yeah! Get that move done, George. That's what I'm talking about. Lewis coming. Uh-oh. Oh, George got the move. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, keep fighting. Keep fighting. George got the undercut. I didn't even think about that. All right. Damn it. Lewis didn't clear Ocon. Damn it. Ah, we're stuck with Lewis. Ah, we're stuck here. God damn it. I should have gone another lap with Lewis. I should have pushed on the in lap with Lewis. That was the mistake. That's all right. That's all right. So I have to tell George not to fight because I didn't want him to give up that spot. Lewis is mad. That's all right. Lewis was pulling George around the whole way. It's a team game right here, all right? So Lewis, aggression overtake high, buddy. I need you to get this move done. I need you to get this move done as quickly as possible. Come on. Come on, Lewis. We're wasting lap time. This is what I did not want on the two-stop, to be stuck behind any of these pieces of shit. Come on. Push, 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 push. Ah, Esteban Ocon defending for his life right now. Okay, Ocon. Man, Ocon's such a prick the way he drives. In real life, too. Guy taking himself and in last place or something, or trying to unlap himself, crashing into Max Verstappen in Brazil. Guy defending like a maniac. Just get out of the way. We're on different strategies. Look, he's pushing back. He's got the DRS. Oh, my God. Ocon, you're on 36% medium tires. Piss off. Piss off, man. What are you doing? I hate drivers like this. Look at this. Get off. He's not going in the pits. He's not going in the pits. Unbelievable. All right, so what we're going to do is on this tire, we are going to save some fuel with Russell, but we are going to push this tire the entire way, all right? Reason being is we're going to be pitting again. I am not going on a one-stop here. We're going on a two-stop, so we want to push as hard as we can. But I will use this opportunity while pushing to save some battery and to save some fuel, all right? Shouldn't be that bad of an idea. As long as we're putting in the faster lap times than everyone else, things are good. And then we're going to be putting in real fast lap times at the end. So Russell just put in a 31.1. Perez with a 32.5. Verstappen a 31.9. Oh, that's why Perez with a 32.5. He's into the pits right now. Sergio Perez on his medium tires into the pits. They're going to softs. Yep, they're going to softs. He made it to lap 30. So 20 laps on the soft tire. Interesting. Where the F is the safety car? Dude, I don't know, man. Maybe they patched. There used to be tons of safety cars. We did have a crash in practice, though, with Lance Stroll. Other than that, not so much, right? All right, so good. Good, we've done good. And we've caught back up to Fernando Alonso, who's on medium tires at 79%. So we're driving faster than the entire field right now. A 32.6 for Russell, a 31.3 for Hamilton. Those are the fastest laps on the grid. So, with a pit stop that takes 20 seconds, will that be able to be erased in the final 10 laps with full tires, with fuel being used, and with max batteries? That's what I'm going for. All right, so we're going to have some fun. Ocon and Gasly into the pits at the same time? Oh, man, fools. All right, so the key now is, can we get a 20-second gap from Esteban Ocon? Right, so Ocon, he just put on a fresh set of soft tires. He is 22 seconds behind, so we want to try to stay ahead of him. But even if he overtakes us, it'll only be one guy on track, and by the time we get out there with another pit stop, we will have much fresher soft tires, all right? So we're going to the end. We're doing this. I'm pushing like crazy. We are doing this, all right? So we can just go on board. Actually, wait a minute. Hamilton, or is that... No, that's George. All right, George. Yeah, we want to get by. Let's go. Push it. High aggression, slow down your aggression. You're not getting an overtake done. George Russell is very confident. He is driving at his peak skills, which means, look at that. His attributes, +6 for accuracy, +6 for braking, +6 for cornering. George is feeling it right now. And he's battling Fernando Alonso down into turn 1. Alonso on those worn mediums. He's not giving up. The wild veteran right here. Come on, George. Get around the outside, buddy. We got a good battle. Oh, man. Blind corners, though, as Lewis Hamilton is just taking a peek. Just taking a little peek. All right, I'm going to turn down the engines right here. And George gets the move done on those grippier softs. Oh, Alonso won't give up. Around the outside, he's still in there. There you go, George. There you go. And George Russell pulls out on front. There you go. All right, push. Now, the shitty part about this is we're actually going to be doing Fernando Alonso a favor here by pulling him around the track, right? And we don't want that. We do want to drop off Fernando Alonso, but given the fact that he has medium tires at 76, he's got plenty of life in those. But if I get him to push to try to keep up with us, maybe, you know, the pushback will be better for us. Now, I do want to know what kind of lap times Esteban Ocon is doing, because we are at threat to him. We need him to wear down those soft tires. So, yeah, I gotta go a few laps here. I got to give myself a clear advantage against Esteban Ocon. He's going to pass somehow, I think. Alonso? Yeah, Alonso might get the pass done. But I'm pushing with George Russell. I don't care. I'm pushing full. Saving fuel, saving battery. And once I can get off the battery, we'll go even faster. I figure 10 laps left on the soft tires should be enough to try to make up 20 seconds. Right? Now, will it be enough? I don't know. But we should still be able to get the 6th and 7th place finish, which was basically set for us, right? I mean, the Ferraris took off. We weren't ever going to get back in DRS range of them. Alonso, the only reason we caught him is because we put the softs on that aren't going to get to the end, while he is. Oh, wait a minute. Alonso, he's 5/10ths back. I mean, we are pulling out. What's our battery going to charge to here at the end? Let me see. If it goes up to like 90-something, I can get rid of the top-up now. Still 79. I need a few more laps of topping up. Just burn through this tire. So our last lap, we just put in a 31.8. That is slower than the cars ahead of us. That makes sense, though, because our tires are wearing down and we're conserving. But once we come back out, we're going to be driving much faster. But Esteban Ocon with a 32.7. So good news is that we are driving faster than the Alpine in 8th. Meaning that if we get a pit stop in, we should still come out on front of him. I'm hoping. Well, look at this, though. Go for it, George. George pulling away here. All right, so what's our battery up to now? Go to the end of the straight here. And we have 85. So I need like another three laps of this, all right? So let's go times 8. And let's get some of this race over with the quick way. We're making up any ground on Charles Leclerc? I don't know. Hamilton trying to overtake Alonso. All right, so we're down to 99. One more lap, and then I'll put it back to neutral, and we'll let these guys go for it. I think we're actually making up ground on Charles Leclerc as well. 96. All right, so our batteries are back in good position, so back to neutral. Russell, neutral, and see what kind of lap times you can put in now. So what did we do on our last lap? 32.2 and a 32.7. Hamilton gets by Fernando Alonso. Good news there. Hamilton, I do not want you fighting the teammate, all right? Just chill out. We'll worry about that after. I'll bring you in first, Lewis, to pay back the undercut that George got on you, all right? I'll be fair about it. So last lap, Russell did a 32.2, Leclerc a 32.4. Yeah, so they're beginning to conserve up top. Their tire wears are already in the 60s. With 10 laps left, man, I'm going to be flying against these guys. Oh, my God. I'm going to be absolutely flying. All right, so we can conserve even more here. George, go ahead, buddy. Just push. Just push. So what about Ocon? Last lap. Ocon, a 32.3. There you go. 32.3, a 31, 32.4. Ooh. Ocon's going to be a pain in the ass, I think. Hey, he's down to 79% tires. We're going to come out on 100%, so that's already 20% better tires. That's good. I want to get to lap 40, though. I want to get to lap... Might have to go a little bit earlier than that. Might have to go the next lap, 38 and 39, because I want to bring in Hamilton first. Yeah. Ocon is too far? No? Well, we're doing an extra pit stop, so he's going to the end, which means we're going to go back to 27 seconds. Yeah, he might be a little bit too far back now. We might be putting in good laps here, which is good. All right, so 38. Yeah, I think I'm coming in now. I think I'm coming in now with Lewis. So, Lewis, we're going to bring in first. Sorry, George. We brought you in first to cover you off before, so we're going to play it back to Lewis Hamilton. It's only fair. And what was the last lap again? 32.2. Yeah, we're making up faster lap times than the Ferrari. So the fact is, we are 5 seconds off the Ferrari, and we're going to get 20 extra seconds from the pit stop. The question is, can we make up 25 seconds in 12 laps? Basically, we would need 2 seconds a lap on them. Now, that's a tall order. It's a very tall order, but it's going to be a fun order, all right? We're going to see what happens. All right, so Hamilton. Yeah, you're coming in first, buddy. Soft. So we didn't get lucky with a lace safety car or virtual safety car, right? Safety car would be beautiful right now because I could put those fresh softs on and immediately be caught up to the grid. It would be fantastic. All right, so we're gonna push, and we're gonna push with Lewis. And Lewis, you're allowed to fight your teammate. Oh, I wasn't able to get rid of that. I gotta remember to put that back on. That is important that I put that back on. All right, so I'm not gonna push with Russell the same way I didn't push with Lewis when he came in. So we're gonna allow Lewis to get the undercut into the pits. Soft tires, fresh set of boots. Come on! There goes 2 fucking seconds right there. Good Lord. All right, well, it is what it is, man. Hamilton with a pit stop issue, dude. Oh, my God. What happened? The left rear? Oh, and then the jack took forever to get down. Oh, my God. This is supposed to be the Mercedes pit crew. What are we doing?
So remember, white line on exit.
So now is Lewis fighting Ocon? Thank God. Man, I have 7 seconds. No, there's no way. That's going to change in a sec. 8 seconds ahead of Ocon? That's craziness. All right. Lewis, go. Go, 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 go. Tell him that he can fight his teammate now. I don't care. All right. George, you're up next. All right, this is George Russell's race now. Lewis is not going to be ahead of George Russell. Ain't no way he's making up 2 seconds like that. Unless Mercedes decides to screw up again. God damn, dude. Go with it, Lewis. All right, so leader. Lewis Hamilton is 38 seconds behind Max Verstappen. Let's see how that starts to cut into the time, all right? Once these tires turn to white, we should be freaking pushing. Tell George to push before to stop the gap. All right, there you go. Ooh, George got a little bit of DRS off of Charles Leclerc. Who am I got? What? Who is that? Is that an Alfa? Oh, that's an Alfa Romeo. Giving me DRS. All right, thanks, bud. Appreciate it. All right, so George into the pits. Don't you dare screw this up again. Don't you dare screw this up again. All right, George Russell into the pits. Lewis coming around. George looking for those fresh softs.
What the happened there? Apologies. Just keep an eye.
Now what happened there, Kareem? The team at Mercedes are waiting. Oh, but it's slow.
This same fucking guy twice in a row. I'm dejected. I put all the time into practice and qualifying just to have my pit crew fuck up the final stint for both drivers. I'm sorry for swearing, everyone. And there's Ocon. All right, let's get these 10 final laps out of the way. I'm pissed. I'm pissed, I have to admit. I'm not acting professional right now. I am pissed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I guess that's part of racing in Formula One. Think about that in real life, you know? You put all the time and all the effort into the race weekend, and a dumb mistake like that brings me back to Australia 2018, I think it was. The two Haas, they had a 4th and 5th lined up. One Haas comes into the pits, goes back out, loose wheel nut, has to retire. The next Haas comes in the next lap, loose wheel nut, same guy. Both cars have to retire. Brutal what that must feel like, man. I just had a little bit of it in a video game, and I'm dejected. I am brutal. Fucking brutal. Sorry for swearing. Can't help it, man. 10 seconds off. Last lap. So we're capable of doing 30.6s. Yeah, we're 1.5 seconds faster than... oh, no, that's only half a second faster than Max Verstappen. Yeah, so they're still putting in fast enough lap times. I'm pissed. I don't even have the energy to look at... Like, I just want to get to the end of this race now. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Yeah, tires are too hot. We don't want to crash. Yeah, okay. All right, go back into conserve. Yeah, you don't have to avoid the high risks, but let's save the engines for the next race. We're not catching Fernando Alonso. We're 9 seconds behind him. What tires is he on? 58. I mean, maybe we would. Last lap. Fuck, we're driving fast. Okay. I got to bring the tire temps down and then have one final push. Push with Lewis. Yeah, I'm just getting the tire temps back under control. They are better performance when they're in the right tire window. Russell is 9 seconds behind Lewis. I'm just going to bring Russell home. Lewis, go get that 5th place, buddy. Go chase down that 5th place. Ironically, it's from another guy who had pit stop issues. Fernando Alonso. Both of us should be further up the field fighting with those damn Ferrari, man. Fuck me. All right, Lewis. So with 5 laps to go, Lewis, you are 5.6 seconds back of Fernando Alonso. I'll give you the fuel as well. All right, so last lap, we did a 31.3. He did a 33.0. We're almost 2 seconds a lap faster. We should catch him in 3 laps, giving us 2 laps to overtake. Here we go. Let's get on board with Lewis. Lewis, I can trust you, right? You're not gonna spin it. You're not gonna bin it. Oh, I'm so angry, dude. I'm so angry. I can't even tell you guys how angry I am. I was looking forward to that final push. Maybe even a podium from Charles Leclerc. I know that was way up, but look, number 3, he's not that far up the field. I could have been like another 4. I'd already be ahead of Alonso. I'd be tracking down signs. Like, I could have been there, man. All right, I got to conserve the fuel. All right, here we go. 3 laps to go. We can see Fernando Alonso. Let me try to bring down the tire temps again. What's his tires at? 45% medium tires. And they should really be falling off. Fuel, I see the fuel, don't worry. I see the fuel and the tire temps. Trying to bring it back. Is it the final lap now? No. We have 1 more full lap. We're okay. We have 2 more full laps. This is lap 49 starting right now. The first place guy already got there. All right, come on. So I think I can do is I can just chill for this lap, get some fuel back, get some tire temp back, get within DRS range when I'm ready, and then push. Yeah, 1.1. We're getting in DRS naturally this way. Alright. So I think tire temps are good at 115. Alright, so we're going to start pushing now. We're going to start pushing. I'll save the fuel when we get ahead of them, but I got to start pushing now. Alright, get out of the way, Alfa Romeo. Get out of the way, Alfa Romeo. Get out of the way, Alfa Romeo. Get out of the way. Get out of the way, you stupid piece of shit. Come on now. 1.6 behind. 1.4. Uh-oh. He's starting to put 1.2. Man, Alonso's pushing. He's probably getting you know what he is? Alonso's getting DRS from these back markers. I think Alonso got DRS from those back markers. All right, so I'm going to deploy the rest of my battery here on this straight to try to catch him. There you go. We don't have any battery left. I'll top up a little bit. That should put us in DRS range. All right, Lewis, high aggression for your overtake. Go get it done, my man. We are on the final lap. Can Lewis Hamilton get Fernando Alonso in 5th place? We don't have much left. Neutral. Go for it, my man. Go for it. I got to save fuel. I know. I see the fuel where it is. Trust me. I get it. Got to try to use the first DRS zone to save some fuel. Yeah, in fact, I'm going to save some fuel right now. Pull me closer with the first DRS zone. Then I got to try to get the overtake done on the second DRS zone. All right, so it's got to be done on number 2. Number 3, I don't think it's a long enough straight to get it done before the finish line. I don't know, though. Fernando is pushing. He's got enough tire life left. And the softs wear down worse than the mediums. Oh, the fuel. DRS go. DRS kick in. Pull me closer. Pull me closer. I don't think it's gonna happen, man. He's too far out. He might still have battery. All right, deploy your battery right here. This is all I have. This is all I have. DRS. Can you get it done, Lewis? Race winner, Max Verstappen, but we're on board here with Lewis Hamilton. I don't think it's going to happen, man. He's too far out. We were able to pull it back. The pit stop cost us 5th place, man. The pit stop cost us a 5th place finish. Unbelievable. Oh, shit. What am I going to do with fuel? Uh-oh. Woo! We got across the line. It's all right. Oh, no.
P6. Good job, Steve.
Lewis, get out of the middle of the road! Uh-oh.
Thank you so much for continuing to push.
There you go. Max Verstappen claiming his spot on the podium. All right, so we got a rivalry brewing between Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen. I think they're going to be dead. They're going to be tied, or maybe the fastest lap will give one of them a 1 or 2 point advantage. All right, so Max Verstappen first place, Sergio Perez second, Charles Leclerc third, a 6th and 7th place finish for our 2 drivers. So Lewis Hamilton does get back ahead of George Russell. That horrible pit stop, man. So the Drivers' Championship, look at that. Who got the fastest lap? Oh, Lewis Hamilton got the fastest lap. Let's go. That's an extra point. Sergio Perez with 43 points. Max Verstappen, 43. Yep, that's nice.